Dr. Abby O'Riordan was brilliant. She was also ruthless. Her latest obsession? A youth serum. Years she had spent in her lab, tirelessly working. She dreamt of fame and fortune.
I'm so close to a breakthrough.
Her experiments, however, demanded human trials. Finding willing participants proved difficult. The risks were simply too high. Abby needed a different kind of subject, one unaware of the experiment, one she could observe in secret. Little did she know, fate had delivered the perfect candidate. Dr. Edgar Mayhew was a thorn in Abby's side. He was arrogant and condescending. He belittled her work at every opportunity. He was also her colleague.
This is nothing but childish fantasy, Abby.
One afternoon, Mayhew barged into Abby's lab. He scoffed at her research, calling it childish fantasy. Abby seethed with silent fury. He was the perfect test subject. An idea sparked in her mind.
Would you like a cup of soothing tea?
Mayhew, oblivious to her intentions, readily accepted. He drank deeply, completely unaware of the serum it contained. Mayhew finished his tea. He felt nothing. He mocked Abby's research once more and left the lab.
Your research is still a joke, Abby.
Abby hid her triumph. Her experiment had begun. Days passed. Mayhew showed no changes. Abby started to doubt her serum.
Did I miscalculate? Is my grand experiment a failure?
She continued her observations. She watched Mayhew closely. She waited for any sign, any indication that the serum had worked. 1 week later, Abby received a frantic call. It was Mayhew. His voice was shaky, panicked. He claimed to be feeling different. He refused to elaborate. Then, he hung up abruptly.
It's working. The serum, it's working. I'm getting younger.
Abby rushed to Mayhew's apartment. She found him in a state of utter terror. He looked younger, his wrinkles less pronounced. He was horrified by his reflection.
It's working. The serum, it's working. I'm getting younger.
Mayhew's condition deteriorated rapidly. He shrunk in size, his hair regaining its youthful color. Panic consumed him as he regressed further, transforming before their eyes.
Help me, Abby. Please reverse this. I can't go on like this.
They sped back to Abby's lab. Mayhew, now a teenager, sobbed in the passenger seat. He pleaded with Abby for help, begging her to reverse the process. Abby feigned concern. In truth, she was fascinated. She saw a unique opportunity unfold, an opportunity far greater than fame or fortune. They arrived at the lab. Mayhew, now a child, trembled with fear. He clung to Abby, pleading for the antidote. Abby patted his head, a sinister plan taking shape.
Don't worry, I have the antidote right here.
She held up a vial filled with a shimmering liquid. Mayhew, now small enough to cradle in her arms, reached for it with tiny hands. Abby smiled, but it wasn't a kind smile. It was a smile of cold calculation. Abby raised the vial, keeping it just out of the child's reach.
Oh, Edgar, you really think I'd waste this opportunity?
Confusion clouded Mayhew's youthful features.
Opportunity? What do you mean?
Abby chuckled.
You, my dear Edgar, are going to be my greatest creation. A baby with an adult mind.